totally baseless.
Hey, it's Totally Baseless. My name's John, and with me is the next person to indict Donald J. Trump. Dan, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, I'm not a lawyer, but I play one on TV.
All right, apparently that's all it takes. All right, and a guy whose dates asked him to wear a body camera at all times. Dave, welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. Better than some of your dates. That's all I'm going to say. All right, our trivia question this week. What was the top TV show worldwide on Netflix for the past 3 weeks?
On Netflix? On Netflix, it had to be some sort of porn, right?
Yeah, well, you can help us with that one, but this is on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Last 3 weeks?
Last 3 weeks. It's been number one all over in the US and all over the world.
Friends.
No. I think that's on the HBO.
Oh,
Actually.
The Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing.
That's right. Depp versus Heard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Number one in Argentina, Peru, and the US.
Oh, those South Americans love their Johnny Depp, apparently.
He's a one-man novella. That's for sure.
What I heard.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, also in Greece, France, Ukraine, everywhere, the show is number one. Oh, no, sorry, number two. No, number one in Ukraine, number two in the United Arab Emirates.
And number two in his bed, apparently.
Oh, nice one. All right. Well, we're going to go back in time for this episode, a retro show. I saw so many interesting things were happening in the winter. Of 2015. I just couldn't stop myself. All of these news articles happened in the winter of 2015, 2016. So we're going to go back in time, and we're going to do it a little bit more successfully than our first Florida man who appears in this article, who drove his car trying to go 88 miles per hour so he could go back in time, and ended up crashing into a strip mall. Now, tell me if you have anything there to work with.
Drugs, I'm assuming. Meth, maybe. I know Michael J. Fox. And, sir, you are no Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, exactly. And that's no DeLorean, I bet.
Well, that's the problem. It was a Dodge Challenger.
Yeah.
You need a DeLorean, buddy.
Wrong show altogether.
Does a carburetor count as a flux capacitor?
Apparently to that guy it did.
You fill it full of meth, and there you go.
Yeah.
I could get this thing to 88 miles an hour. I'm off. I'm back to the future.
It would have been better if he would have been running, trying to go 88 miles an hour.
Crashed into a wall. I'm pretty sure he would have believed himself to be back to the future.
Off the side of a cliff, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude thought it was a documentary, apparently.
Yeah, right. Even the dog was able to go back in time, so I guess he thought he could too.
No mention if he was trying to escape from Libyans?
That's right. Yeah.
Well, he kind of went back in time, right? We're talking about him in 2023. He went back to the future, right? And this is back in 2015. So, hey, there you go.
This news article is from December 25th, 2015.
So in a way, it kind of worked.
Yeah. They're going to be talking about this in 2023. I know it.
Something tells me this guy maybe should have made some different choices in life.
Yeah.
Back in the past.
But listen, it's Florida, and he did something stupid. So obviously drugs are involved.
No, that's the thing about I think you just need the first two factors.
Yeah, first two. The third is
optional.
Yeah. It's just Florida.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
The third one just maybe enhances it a little, and it doesn't make it necessary.
Yeah.
It's really overdoing it.
Yeah. You got to have 1 and 2. Number 3 is optional.
Yeah, right.
But hey, and if you look at the businesses, though, the only things that that are sure life, death, and taxes. He went to a casket
Yeah,
retailer.
that's right. The businesses that he crashed into were a casket retailer and a tax services office, which actually, you can't make this stuff up. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, that wasn't the only stupid thing to happen way back when. In February of 2016, two guys got into a fight over who has a better strip club, Florida or Ohio. A 24-year-old Orlando resident ended up in Cleveland, and he ended up getting into a fight and a shootout over who had the best beaches, oranges, and strip clubs. Which, I mean, what else do you really need in life?
Well, does Ohio really have beaches and oranges?
Yeah, like the guy. Well, maybe that's why the guy was so upset, right? He's like, "You've already got us on the first two. Let us have the strip clubs."
But really, I mean, we can make fun of Florida all we want, but they do have strip clubs, right? Not that I've ever been there, but you would think they'd be better than anything Ohio would have.
How is it that you always have detailed knowledge about strip clubs, and then right after you say, "Not that I've ever been"?
Not that I've ever been. From what I've
No,
read.
no. I know. I said I've never been to Florida. Not that I've never been to a strip club.
Okay,
I've just never been to Florida. But I'm assuming just Miami or any of those beach cities in Florida would beat the heck out of anything in some beltway, Rust Belt, whatever Ohio has to offer.
I mean, yeah, you have to go against Las Vegas or Hollywood or something like that.
But
where all the failed actresses and models,
Ohio, though,
where all the failed actresses and models go to make a living.
In defense of Ohio, though, you're assuming this guy is from Miami or a beach town. He might be from the swamplands of Florida.
Well, the Okefenokee, or no, that's not in Florida.
But if you're reading the article, they also say, yeah, and Florida also probably has the worst strip clubs.
Exactly.
So they run the whole gamut, right? Depending on where you are in Ohio. But I mean, Ohio, I doubt has anything better than what Florida could put up. That's what I'm saying.
Cleveland.
I don't know. When I think of Ohio, I think of Uggos.
Okay. Have you been to Ohio, Dave?
No.
Well, I don't know if you're the best to judge this.
Listen, nor will he ever go to Ohio after that statement.
No, but I've also never been to Florida, like I said before. So I'm just making, I'm just making snap judgment with no facts whatsoever.
So so as far as bumper stickers go, Virginia is for lovers, Ohio is for uggos.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Well, they have the best shots because the Ohio guy ended up shooting the Florida guy in the leg. So
well, at least
I guess that's the only way you could win the fight.
Well, if we're talking Civil War, right? North versus South, the North wins again.
There you go.
Oh, man.
So score 1 for the Union.
Score 2 for the Union. They won the rematch.
There you go.
The battle of the strip clubs.
And I would say this is the most important one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not exactly the best.
The honor of my titty bar.
Yeah.
You, sir, I will duel you at dawn. You have besmirched the honor of the Tallahassee Strip Club.
Bubbles? Will you do me the honor of holding my weapon?
A real Southern gentleman's club, if you will.
Yeah, do you mean your gun, or are we going to the champagne room again?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah. Chantel, will you do me the honor? All right. Well, you got to back up your man there. All right. Well, sometimes these guys didn't have any shame whatsoever, but at least our next article has a guy who was too embarrassed to buy the butt plug that he really wanted from the sex shop. He stole the butt plug and I think some other stuff as well, so that he wouldn't have to go up and pay for it. And what's worse than buying your own butt plug? Getting caught for stealing a butt plug and having it plastered all over the news. So as usual, your fears end up causing much, much worse than what you would ever imagine.
If you're too embarrassed to buy a butt plug, then you shouldn't be using a butt plug.
Is that what it says on the box?
I think so.
That the company's slogan?
No shame, no game.
I'm like, whatever happened to mail order, right? Buy it on Amazon. It'll come in a discreet package.
Again, you seem to know a lot about these topics.
That's how I got mine. I mean,
yeah. Hey, can you, I can see you right now. Can you stand up during this from now on?
No, not at the moment.
I just love these stories because the result is always way worse than the actual
That's
thing
right.
you wanted to
You know,
do.
your fears end up causing the most damage, right?
And the worst part, I bet you, is he's still in jail for that. And the minute he got in there, right? And the minute he got in there, they probably asked him, "What are you in for?"
Murder.
He might be happier in jail. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting a real one, I guess.
It's hardly ever not plugged these days. Maybe. Yeah, this is let's see. He stole this anal butt plug and the ridged tunnel stroker, which cops valued at $29.98. And here we are looking at his picture.
Yeah.
The guy who's too embarrassed to buy it in the first place.
Yeah, for $30 there. For $30, it's been what, 7 years now or more?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
people
yeah.
still know who you are as far as you're the butt plug.
By the way, this is Christopher
Shoplifter.
Masters of Vero Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
Old butt plug masters.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
I want to know what that other thing is. Some tunnel stroker
The
or
ridge tunnel. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to pretend not to know on this one, huh? All of a sudden, after we've called you out?
And really, how well do they work if they're only, the total of both of them was only $30? You know,
So
don't go to Spencer's for your sex toys, I guess. Those are not really sex toys. Those are novelty sex toys.
really, if you're stealing them, do you really differentiate at that point? If your life is that you're in Spencer's stealing sex toys, does it really matter at that point?
Do you really care about quality?
Yeah. If you're at a Spencer's Gifts in Vero Beach, Florida, and you're thinking about stealing something.
I want to say, I bet you drugs had something to do with this.
Actually, I'd like to think, I really hope that drugs had something to do with this for this guy's sake.
Maybe clouded his judgment just a little bit.
They clouded, blocked up something.
I also like how the cops go out of their way to like name the exact name of the product.
Yeah, we're being thorough. Really, when you beat someone, you're not that thorough.
Yeah.
But a guy steals a butt plug. Oh yeah, we got to be thorough.
Yeah, we gotta tell you his name, his occupation, the brand of sex toy that he stole.
Sorry, we're gonna have to strip search you again.
Yeah,
I'm sure
somebody gets murdered in that town. We got no idea.
Don't know.
Yeah,
Can't tell you. We got nothing. We're still under investigation. We're working on it.
But rest assured, Chris Masters has been apprehended.
Yeah, there's no protecting his name or his identity, right? They're going to make sure that they're going to make sure they put that out there for everyone to know. Listen, buddy, it was $30. You're probably not going to do any hard time, but we are going to embarrass the hell out of you.
Well, there's plenty of other things you should be ashamed of. And for this poor husband, it's getting beaten by his wife because he couldn't stop farting. So a couple of strikes in there for this poor guy. But the wife apparently kicked him out of bed. He came back. I don't know what he ate, but he just kept farting until there was a big fight. His chest was scratched, shirt torn, split lips, all kinds of things going on here. The police were called and arrested the wife. whose defense was that he would not stop farting. And let's see how many wives out there are sympathetic with this poor lady.
Or husbands.
Well, he has a problem too. Yeah, I'm curious what caused that. What did he eat something or?
It's not as bad as it could have been, right? He could have been Dutch ovening her, right?
Dutch ovening. Is that when he puts your head under the blanket?
Yep.
I imagine.
Yep.
Okay.
Dutch oven.
But you know what, though? Once again, this guy, she didn't start off with the warning. She started off with like kicking him.
Yeah, right.
That's where it.
Well, I bet you the first couple of times he was probably like, pull my finger. Pull my finger. So
yeah. I'm starting to feel bad for your wife, Dave. Yeah.
But I like she warns him, and then he keeps on doing it, and then she kicks him, forces him to leave, and then he comes back.
Oh, he comes back. He probably went back down there to get some more beans or whatever it is that he was eating. And he's like, oh, yeah? Kick me out. Round 2.
Also, I do like that the reporter's having fun with this story, because despite the warnings, her husband continued to toot his own horn.
Yeah, right. He's doing like cheap puns in there by that point.
Yeah, only in Florida could domestic violence be like also a comedy routine.
Wouldn't he be arrested for assault with a deadly weapon? Because, I mean, he's the one that's really like, you know, that can kill somebody. I'm pretty sure there was a story a while back. I think we did it, that someone died.
No.
Yeah. Someone died and it ended up that they died because they were farting all night and the other person was breathing it in.
I'd like to think that was true.
Well, I think we did the story in one of our early episodes. Finland, if you're on it, look that up.
Our friends in Finland, you know.
Yeah. Because we don't know our own episodes, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Finland, there's where our super fans are, right? So have them write us an email and let us know.
You may not know us, but we're really big in Finland.
And really, you can't spell assault without ass, so you know.
Or salt. Maybe he was eating some sort of salted.
Yeah, I must say that this just happened when I have almond milk. It gives me some flatulence problems. So my wife forbids me from having anything with almond milk at all, because she's really the victim in the whole thing. I'm asleep still, so according to her, it just keeps going. So it's not
a victimless crime.
It is not. Yes, nose hairs are burned.
But I love those. They post a picture of the poor woman who beat the crap out of the guy, but they should have posted a picture of the guy too.
That's the guy you need to be aware of, right?
Right. If you see this guy in front of you in line,
do not get in an elevator with this man.
Yeah, right. Right.
That's the real criminal.
That's like a public service message, really. Yeah, or don't serve this man beans, something.
Yeah, because no one wants to mention his name. If anybody deserves to be publicly shamed, it's this guy.
Yes. Something might have crawled up and died in his ass, so beware.
So why are you dating now? What happened to your first wife? That's something you might want to know. Not something you mentioned on the dating profile, usually.
Match. Well, hey, imagine if he gets matched on Match.com. How did you get matched up? Well, I like to cook with a lot of spices. Funny, I like to eat a lot of spicy food.
Yeah, right.
What could possibly go wrong?
No, I've lost all sense of smell.
Yeah, there you go.
Great match there. All right. So for our last story, way back so this is still our retro episode, December 15th of 2015, a prostitution sting catches a 68-year-old guy wearing a French maid's uniform and a chastity belt. This was a crackdown by police officers that arrested 95 people. And when they got to this guy's hotel room, he was wearing these things along with a dog collar around his neck. So they saw all of this through a hidden camera. And this guy, again, his picture is in here. So check out the link. It's interesting, is what I'll say. The photo they have of this guy in this French maid's uniform, a little bit more arm hair and chest hair than you want to see on a French maid's uniform. But that's just me.
Let's not. These are French people. That would be a French maid, right? So that's he's probably just as hairy.
That came with the costume, did it?
Yeah, he's probably just as hairy as a real French maid. Come on,
it's authentic.
Yeah, once again, the police want to make sure they embarrass the hell out of this guy, right? So they splattered his name and picture everywhere.
Yeah.
Him and the butt plug guy must be in prison together.
Hey, what are you in for? I know you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is like some weird Florida sex fetish prison. It's like,
this. Yeah, he doesn't make a good looking maid.
French maid.
But he's like a little old scrawny guy. I'm like, and you really and that's what you want to be? You want to be abused? I figure he'd want to be the guy doing the abusing at least, right? Because he's like probably been picked on all his life. So maybe in a role reversal, you want to try out maybe picking on someone.
But you know what's this is like the ultimate like loser, and then the police is just like piling on because police say he rode his bike to the hotel and he travels on bike because he had a DUI.
Yeah, things are not going well for this guy.
Yeah, this guy does not have winner written on him.
It's like, dude, cut your losses.
Maybe he could have that as a tattoo on his backside for all we know.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get a hooker. And you know what? I'm gonna put on my French maid outfit and a chastity belt underneath my clothes. And I'm gonna ride my bike. What could possibly
go wrong?
Yeah, I'm gonna ride my bike to the place.
You know, his arrest photo. What's it called when they take your picture? It's
mugshot.
The mugshot. Yeah, I've never seen a mugshot where the guy looked more stunned and horrified at the same time. It's really interesting. Yeah, you should definitely check it out.
It's probably one of those candid camera shots, right? The minute they broke in with the camera, took the picture. That one's going in for your mugshot. He's like,
how does the camera sound?
That's an old camera.
This is 2015, but not 1915. But yeah, okay.
It's funny because the two pictures that they print, right? The one where he's arrested in the outfit, he actually looks like he's like, oh, I think this might be part of my experience.
Yeah, he's smiling almost.
Yeah, he's smiling. He's like, oh.
He likes the handcuff.
Part of the deal.
Yeah.
He's all, do I look good in my outfit?
And then the mugshot is, this is not part of the package.
Yeah. That's when it really sunk in there that I'm going to jail just like this. What?
It looks like they just pulled out the butt plug. Yeah, right. And the police called it Operation Naughty Not Nice, which is they have a sense of humor there.
I also like that they've released the video of the guy in uniform.
We're gonna humiliate you. It's what it is.
Well,
it's
he's already into that, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So he's probably like, yes, more.
Hey,
I think like people caught again.
Yeah. Not that people that are involved in sex crimes deserve a break or anything, but this police department really loves piling it on this guy.
Yeah. He'd been arrested before for soliciting prostitution. So they might, oh, hey, Bob, it's you again.
All right, here we go.
Oh, he probably, yeah, like you said, he probably enjoyed it. He's like, oh, you caught me again.
They're a little bit loose. Can you get them tighter?
Are you going to put me in the newspaper again and humiliate me? Oh, no.
Yeah, right. No, you could search some other cracks and crevices. You better get in there.
Yeah, I think this tactic might be backfiring on the cops. I think next time they should just like...
Yeah, I think he knows he's already going to get caught, right? He knows that's part of a sting. So he's like, I got to make sure I'm wearing my best maid's outfit.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Take pictures. Get my
This
good
is
side.
my
Oh,
dress French maid outfit.
Yeah, he's like posing for that picture where he's arrested. He's like, hey.
Let me have it, boys. Let me have it.
All right. I think that covers it for our look back at 2015 Best of Florida, I think we could call it. We'll be back with some new craziness for next week. Please hit subscribe, and thank you for listening. No butt plugs included.
Bye. Let's take it back.